Yeah, good evening to one and all present here. So we are delighted to welcome our 3 days international workshop under the title of Mastering Research Writing, Publication and Presentation. I think last today's sessions are more helpful for you. We shared that PPT and recording through the WhatsApp group, so you can found that source from our group, so you can utilize that things. Mm, Today's session, I would like to carry out the today's session. So I am Dr. Sathishkumar. Currently, I'm working as a senior project associate from Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, Shibpur, West Bengal. This is a central government institution under the Government of India, Ministry of Education. So I have completed my PhD from National Institute of Technology, Agartala, and before that I have completed my MB bachelor's, master's from Anna University, and MBA from Madras University in the year of 2019. So totally I have 9+ years of teaching and research experience, and I have published more than 35+ research articles in various high impact factor international publications. Apart from that, currently working as a reviewer and editorial board member of the very reputed journal. So this is a short bio about myself. So during the session, do you have any queries? You can stop at any time. So we will discuss. So during the session, please don't use the chat box because it will be disrupt the flow of the presentation. So if you have any queries, you can use the mic. So you can unmute yourself and share your queries. So immediately we can try to solve that problem. So otherwise, so if you are using chat box, it is very difficult to read when I'm working with the presentation. So thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity. So without your support, we are not here. So we are continuously organizing the workshop. So this is our 54 workshop. So yeah, I'm delighted to announce that. So thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity. So we will. I don't want to waste your time. So I'm moving on my presentation. So today I want to cover. So there are this workshop is divided 3 parts. So first one is research writing. So yesterday ma'am has completed, and today I am fully carried out to the publication process, and tomorrow ma'am will carry out the presentation part. So this is the plan. This is planning of that this particular workshop. So these sessions I would like to cover. So significance of research and publication. So what is the significance? Why we want to do the research and publish our research finding reputed international journal? So that things I want to clearly notify that my first part of that presentation. And second thing is journal selection. So journal selection is a very headache process, a very challenging task for the researcher, because if you are choosing that inappropriate journal, inappropriate journal for your research paper, it will be taking for unwanted delays, and it may be the rejection after 2 months, after 3 months. No, some of the paper rejected after 1 year. So these are all the things that will be happen. So while we are dealing with the wrong journal, so that things I want to cover here. And search indexing. So what are the different type of the indexing is there? So there are different type of the indexing is there, but most of the reputed universities, they are considered Scopus and Web of Science indexing. So I will let you know what are the different type of the indexing is there. So how we can check that particular journals, whether it is indexed by that reputed indexing database or not. So that is also I will cover my that part. So fourth things I want to discuss about the literature searching methods. So yesterday, ma'am asked to that I have 100+ research paper. How I want to manage that research article to write the literature reviews. Some of the tool also I want to introduce here. So that tool it will be helpful for you to reducing your burdens while you are reducing your burden for literature searching and the literature writing. And finally, I want to conclude our today's session. So reference management tool. There are different type of the reference management tool is there. So I want to, I will let you know one by one. So this is my agenda of today's session. So one more time, I want to, one more time, I would like to instruct that. So if you have any doubt, so you can stop at any time. So we will discuss and next content. So these are all the things. So first, why we want to do the research and publication. So why we want to do the research first? So first one is the knowledge advancement. So we want to gather new knowledge. So what are the up to date knowledge? What are the state of art knowledge? So that will be get from, you know, it may be we can get from that recently published book, but it is very difficult to identify the recently published book. So it may be it is very difficult to get it that. So in that research, when we are doing the research, when we are handling the research papers, collecting the literature, we can do that. We can know that what are the things, what are the advanced things happen in this particular area. So that will be possible by research. So second one is the problem solving skill. So every research paper in the introduction part, they are clearly mentioned that research problem, and the methodology part, they are clearly mentioned what are the methodology they are using to solving that particular problem. So obviously we are continuously reading that research article, so we can able to solving the problem. So it will be possible for solving the new problem when we are facing when we are doing the research, when we are facing the real problem in our research. So it will be possible. So that will be also we will get from the research. And the third one, so innovation and progress. So innovation is a most important thing. So because there are different type of the research. There are a number of research scholars doing the research in India, but all the research scholar and all the researchers is not going for the innovation and invention. Sometimes some of the research only is going to that particular level. That leveled innovation and invention also, it is very difficult to go for commercialization. So it will be happen, but if you are doing, your problem statement is a concrete, if you have the concrete problem statement, and if you have that objective of that particular work, and you have that valid research methodology, so obviously you can get that innovative result. So you can go for that copyright and patent filing and design pattern. There are different type of that recognition we will get through that this innovation. So it will be possible by the research. So fourth one, the career development. So this is the most important thing in recent days. So obviously we are doing the several researches, the knowledge advancement. Apart from that, so career is most important. So most of that institution, they are facilitate that they are giving the pressure to the faculties to publish the article in a high impact factor the article, and after that the scenario is changed for essay article, and nowadays they are clearly mentioned that you should publish your journal paper with the Q1 and Q2 journal. So if you are doing that, if you want to publish the Q1 Q2 journal, so in this cadre, so it will be the work should be novel, the work should be innovative, and your problem statement, it should be concrete. So these are all the factors they are considered, then only it will be going for the Q1 Q2 channel. So if you publishing article, so if you publishing more article, if you filing the patents, different type of the patents and more patents in your credit, under your credit means, obviously you can able to ask that the more salary. So when you are attending the interview, so you can demand that salary. So it will that courage, that guts we will get from the research. That is the things the most important. So nowadays most of the researchers, as per the computer science and the allied computer science departments, they are getting the good job and good salary, but in that mechanical, in the core department, it is very difficult to get the job, and survival also is very difficult. So this is the important thing. So we want to do that valid research, and that valid research should be helpful for our career development. And the fifth one is recognition. So recognition, what is the recognition? So every year the Stanford University announced the top 2% of scientists as per the Google Scholars citation. So apart from that, you can recognize, you publish the more article, means you can get the incentive from your organization. The most of the incentives, most of that organization, the well-reputed organization, they are provide the money to the faculty who publishing that high impact factor who publishing that high impact factor and Q1 Q2 journal. So based on the quartile, that money will be vary. But if you are publishing something, Scopus or Web of Science or is Science Citation Index, any this type of the reported indexing, so that institution they pay to that as a pay to the incentive to the faculty member can get. So everything we can get from the research. If you are, if you are selecting your profession as a faculty member, you want to go, you want to grow in your profession, means you should do the research and continuously publishing article and filing the patent. And obviously your career will go, growth will be, obviously your career will be grow, and you will recognized, and you earn money. Most of the problem we can sort out while we are earning the more money. So that is. Sixth one, so peer review and quality assurance. So, I'm doing some research, but I'm not published anywhere. But how I can evaluate that particle, that my work is good or it's a good or bad. So that is the things we know that. So it will be possible while we are going for the publication. So obviously it is going for the peer review process. Somebody review our article, they will provide the comment to us. So we will work on the particular comment. Then we can submit that revised article. Then it will going for the publication. So obviously our work is validated by the researcher. So it will be possible for research and publication. And knowledge dissemination, because this is the things important, because we are not the new researchers. So somebody is completed some research, so they are left some part, we are continuing. So we are done in our lifetime, we are propagate that particular research in particular level. After that, someone has carried out the starting point of that particular risk. So we want to guide the student, we want to guide our upcoming researchers in that particular field. So what are the things happened last decades or 2 decades or 3 decades? So we want to convey that information to that upcoming scholar, upcoming researchers. So it will be most important for the progress of that particular research. So innovation of that particular idea. These are the things most important. So finally, I want to conclude this important significance. So international collaboration. So international collaboration is the most important nowadays. The most of the reputed institutions and the private universities, they are encouraged the faculty member to collaborate that international level professor. Because there are different type of the things it will be happen. So first thing, if you collaborate with the international publishers, so you can get the good citation. First one. Second one, so most of the journal you can, if you want to, if you get the good citations, means you should publish your article as a open access journal. There are different type of the journal publication is there. I will know one by one. So if you want to publish the open access journal, so you want to pay APC charges, article processing charges. It will be more. It is not a small amount. It will be 1 lakh or 1.5 lakhs nearby. So it is very difficult to pay as an Indian researcher. So, but the most of the foreign institute, they are offered for open access publication fees. The institute, the foreign institute will bear that particular fees like that, that particular publication charges. So we want to collaborate with that any international researchers. We can obviously, so we can go for the open access publication without any cost. So using as an using the co-author of that international professor. So these are all the things most important. As you know, if you I want to insist again. If you are selected your profession as a faculty member, you should do the research and you should publish the article, you should file the patent, and you should get the international collaboration. These are all the things the most important. Without this, you won't survive in this particular field in nowadays. Next things in the right hand side part. So I have discussed several different type of the question as a research question. So this is the general question. So it is depends upon the research. There are different type of the researchers joined here. So different this is general question. So depends upon your research area field. So it will be vary. So first one, what is the objective? So your research objective should be novel in this particular and at this particular date. So when you are research problem, when you are giving the first DC meeting, doctoral committee meeting, that time they are asking for what about your research objective and what about your research problem. So that time that research should be novel, because so it may be that research already existed, means you want to work, you will work next 5 years in this particular problem. So after 5 years is totally exhausted. So it is very difficult to justify our work is a novel work. So research objective is the most important thing, and how the author try to solve the specific research problem. So what are the how we can solve the research problem? So it is basically obviously we can using for the some research methodology. So that research method. So that research method, it's all that another question is that research method is already available or it is new method. So if it is new method, means how you can justify that, why you will tell that that is a new method, give the evidence. So in the research we want to show the evidence for all the things. So that is the things the most important. So next things, once that it is a novel method, how we can attract the reader and get more citation. So once the method is finished, method is a novel method, so you can justify this is the innovative work, and how we can attract the reader. So research writing is the it's not like essay writing. So we are studied from 6th standard, maybe that. So we are studied UG 4 year and PG 2 year and PhD 5 years. But is okay, but that we are writing so many exams. We have the experience of writing, but research writing is totally different. So within 10 page, within 20, within 25 page or 20 page, we want to convey everything. So what are the maximum impact we will give that particular research article? So that is most important things when we are doing the research. And finally, how the author extend his collaboration to international level. So obviously you establish your work, your research problem is novel, means you can feel free to contact to any international professor who working that particular field or who expert in this particular field. So you can discuss, you can give that mail to them. So you can show your interest to them. So they will, once they will accept, you can work together and publish the article. It will be creating the good impact in your citations. Once the citations increased, obviously you are recognized by the Stanford University as a top 2% scientist. It will be happen. So everything it will be happen. So these are all the significance of research and publication. So this research problem, it will be very. Then second things I want to know about that, what is the role of publication in academia and the industry? The academic people should be publish the article. So do the research and publish the article, and the industries persons. So most of the industries, they are encouraged to publish that, do the research work, but do the research work and publish the article, but they don't give the time to the employees. So already they are engaged all the work. So comparatively, in that corporate or comparatively, the industry people's publication contribution is lower than that academic people. So as an academician, so it will be the publication, it will be helpful for the safeguard our tenure and get promotion and securing research funding. So these three things we can get from the research and publication. And as a industry person, the skills have been evaluated by that role of the publication. So first one is leadership quality and technical expertise and the ability to innovate. So these three things they are considered. If that a person is publishing article, he having the leadership quality and technical expertise and the ability to innovate the new product. So these are the two different parts. So two different things we can know that how that publications impact, creating an impact on academician and industrial person life. So how can I publish my work? So this is the things most important. So first one is there are different type of the publication is there. So first one is the journal publication. Under the journal publication, there are different type of the publication is there. So first one is the research publication. It's a new work. So you can, if you are doing a new work and it is not available in the existing literature, so you can go for the publication. So that is called the research article. And the review article, already published some article in that particular area. I want to go through that all the article. I want to correlate all the contents and giving the content is already available, but we want to rewrite that particular content. We want to show the different direction. So example, so my area is peak polymer biomaterial. So I want to do that review article in this particular area. Means I want to search like that. There are different type of the polymer is there. What are the different type of the polymer and how I can select that peak polymer? What is the important things? What are the mechanical properties? There are different things we want to discuss about one by one. So that is called the review article. And short communication, it is one of the research article. It's a part of the research article. But in the research article, most of the journal they don't have that word limitation. But if you're going for the short communication, that word limitation is your article should be contain 2000 to 2500 words. Maximum 4 to 5 pages with the references. So that is called the short communication. So most of the reputed journal, they are inviting for the short communication also. And case studies is a specific industrial problem or specifically already framed problem. So you can work that particular case studies. And raw research data also you can publish through that journal. So these are all the different journal publications, so which is available in the current market. In the future, it may become new also. And next thing, conference publication. Through the conference, it may be the national or international conference, you can publish our article. It is called as the conference publication. And the book chapter publication. So if you want to, so there are different type of the books is in that very reputed publishers. So for Springer, Taylor and Francis, elsewhere, there are different type of the publishers. They are inviting that chapters in different type of the titles of the book. So you can contribute that book. That books, the reputed publisher, they are providing the Scopus indexed chapters. So you can you can contribute that any chapters if you are interested. You added that particular book. So that is as it is called the Scopus publication only. And book publication, you can write the whole book, so you can publish. And patent publication, it's through the patent office. So these are all the different publication which is available in the current market. And this is the question I want to ask now. So when should I select the journal? So before paper writing, while paper writing, after paper writing. So kindly use the chat box. So kindly give your answer. When I want to select my journal, before, while, after. Kindly use the chat box. Share your answer. Before, okay, nice. Yeah, Shabi ma'am, thank you ma'am. Before, okay. Any other? Before. Yeah, great. Before, Achita, okay, great. Okay. This is the right things. Before, when you are writing the article, before writing, you should select your journal. So without that, if you are going for after writing and while writing, it is very difficult to, it will be giving the headache for you. So before writing that, before start writing that article, once the title, tentative title and tentative abstract is framed, so you can go to different type of the tools available for selecting the journal. I will let you know one by one. So first you can select the journal, then you can, based on the journal guidelines, you can go, you can write your article. It will be giving the smooth publication experience. Otherwise, it is very difficult to. So if you're submitting article in one journal, it may be that rejected. Again, you can go for the another journal process. So what are the things, before writing the article, you should select the journal. But what are the things I want to consider what are the things I want to notice from the journal website. So how I can select the journal, I will let you know. So where I want to start, first one is the journal selection. Then second case, you can go for the ethical statements. Once the journal is selected here, you can go the journal respective website. So they are clearly mentioned the ethical statement. Example, ethical statements in a statement means if you are using any AI tool in this research paper, you can write that if you are using any AI tool and what is the purpose of that particular AI tool you have used in this particular article. So that is called the ethical statement. Second one, so if you are doing that biomaterial researchers, so that time they are asking for if you are research involving any animal or human testing, so you can write that whether yes or no. So these are all the things, ethical statement, you can go through that. So once the journals is selected, this is the right home for my article. Once you are confirmed that, then going for the ethical statement. Once the ethical statement is okay, the journal meaningful ethical statement means okay, fine. Next you can go write your research. Next you can go write your research article from the materials and method section, because material you know and method also you know, result and discussion part also you know, it will be very easy to write. And fine, next thing you can go for the introduction part. So in the introduction part, you in this particular what are the content should be in the introduction part. So I want to clearly mention that here. So first one is you should write the background of the study, and the second is objective and the research problem, and what are the hypotheses you are using, and literature survey. So these are all the things should be considered in that introduction part. Finally you can construct your final abstract. So this is the LT way for preparing the research article. So one time you can follow this instruction. So it will be, if it is okay, you can follow this flow. Otherwise, you can modify that as per your convenience. Research is not nothing is permanent. So so based on that person, based on the knowledge, so we can alter that anyone. So this is the things most of the researchers referred the flow of writing article and the flow of making the content effectively in this particular time duration. So why the journal selection is important, I will let you know here. So first one is speed up your publication. So if you are choosing the wrong journal, so I know that I have the experience. After 1 year, one article is rejected for me. After 1 year, so I have submitted one more article here. One more article. I have submitted 2024 December. I think so far it is under journal administrator. It may be it is not under the review also. It may be it is going for rejection, means after 1.5 years my article is rejected. I wasted 1.5 year time. So okay, this will be happen, because I am carried. I will carefully select the journal only. Before that published article, I have seen within 20 days, 30 days they are published. But when I submit that time, the editor-in-chief is resigned that position. So that time only. So there is no editor-in-chief. They are not process my article. So more than 1.5 year is more than nearly 1.5 year is there. 1.5 year is happened. So far it is under the journal administrator. It will be happened. So you should select the journal. It will be surely speed up your publication. And next thing, maximize the impact publication. So first one is reach specific audience. So you know what are the things I want to tell here. So if you for tissue engineering example, so you can go for tissue engineering related journal. So journal of tissue engineering and advancement. So this type of the journal you can go for. If you go for this type of the specific journal, your article will reach the specific audience. Otherwise, if you are going tissue engineering articles, the biological journal of biological engineering, journal of biomaterial. So are all the things. It is related only. It is not a non-related, but it is related. But that article it is not reached the specific audience in particular time. So if you are going to the specific journal, so example, I am told that if you, this is the one of the examples. So that article it will be go for the specific audience as the shortest time. So once the article published, so the specific audience, that article will deliver to the specific audience. So you can obviously get the more citation, good citation in this 1 year, that particular duration. And the third one is the recognition. Already I mentioned that. So the third one is avoid the fake and predatory journal. This is the big issue nowadays, because there are different type of in as per the data, more than 65,000 journals there available in that in the current market, publication market. So there are some of the journals is more similar to the original journal. It may be the example of Elsewhere journal. Also, it's example I am telling that biomaterial. It is a journal of that it is the publisher under the Elsewhere. So that is the same website, same logo, everything is available in that another website. So that is the predatory journal. So if you are going to submit that particular article, whether that is the new journal you are thinking about, that means it will be your article is your work is waste, and they are asking the money also. So they are not publish the predatory journal. They are not easily publish your article. They are asking your money. So if you are paying the money, your money lost and work lost, if everything is your time wasted, everything is lost. So we want to more attention. You want to pay the more attention to journal selection process. So these are all the things needs for journal selection. And type of the journal. There are different type of the journal is there. First one is a subscription based journal. It's a conventional journal. So first one is the publication for free and the content behind the paywall. So if you download that article as a author, you can download the article up to 50 times. Either based on the journal, it will be vary. But if you anybody want to publish apart from you, apart from the co-author, so they want to their institution should be getting the subscription in this particular publisher. Then only they will download that particular article, they will use your article. So otherwise it is not possible to use. And the content then sold back to the college and university library. So you don't want to pay single rupees for publication, but that publisher sold your article to the university libraries, they will making the money. And it is not access for everyone, obviously. And green open access journal, publishing journal, then self-archiving the copy of freely accessible and online. So once you that publishing your article as per the publication regulation, you don't want to upload that your article, published article in any databases. But if you are publishing your article in the green open access journal, so you can upload your published article as a ResearchGate or any research profile. So anyone can easily download that particular article, you can get the more citation. And gold open access journal, there is the things I'm already mentioned that. So when we are going for the gold open access journal, it should be author should be APC is nothing but article processing charges. So one more thing I want to clearly mention here, APC charges only asked for after acceptance of the article. So if you are going for some predatory journal, when you are submitting the article, they are asking for the APC. So that is the one way we can identify the journal is not right journal, and they are the predatory journal. So that is predatory journal. Once the review process, it may be the single blind review or double blind review. So once the review process is completed, once you receive the review content, review comments, once you submit the revised article, once the paper accepted, then only they are asking for the APC charges. Otherwise, if the paper is rejected, they are not asking the APC charges. But some of the predatory journal, while we are submitting, they are asking the APC. So this is the one way for identifying the predatory journal. And the content freely available to all, and anyone can download, anyone can cite your article there. So easily you can get the citation. That is the one best way, one of the most important things we can get from the gold open access journal. And how can I afford to pay? That is the important question. So you can collaborate with the international researchers, so you can afford that publication charges. So it will be that is the one way for Indian. So there are different type of that old open access and charges also is there. So they are segregated the three different parts. So high income country, low income country, medium income country. The India is a medium income country. So you want to pay the $10,000 is publication charges means low income country, there is no, they don't want to pay the any fees. They will directly publish that open access journal. But medium income countries, we want to publish our open access journal with half of the fees. $1,000 means we want to pay the $500. So if you collaborate with the international publisher, so you don't want to pay your own money or your institution money, they will pay. But they the corresponding author only pay the APC charges. That is the important things. If you are collaborating with that international publisher, so one of the author, it may be you are putting the one of the author as an international publisher, it is not possible to pay that. So as per that institutions, so most of the institution, the author should be the corresponding author. The person should be the corresponding author. Then only the institution will pay for that APC charges. So that will be when you are going to collaborate with the international publisher. That time you know everything, and fake journal proper. So these are all the things we want to consider for while we are selecting the journal, and a different type of the journal is there. And the journal selection. So before that, I told that journal selection is the first process. So we want to select right home for our research article. So otherwise it will be very, our work and time and money and everything is waste. So what are the things we want to consider while selecting that journal? So first one is the reliability of the publisher, whether they are continuously playing the role in this particular publication field or not. So example, elsewhere is working I think last 25 years, I think. So the last 25, last 40 years nearby. So they are continuously playing the role in the publication market, publication industry. So that is the reliability. So there are different types of the reliability journalists that elsewhere, India, and Taylor and Francis, Sage Journal, MTPI, IOP, Institute of Physics, ASM, American Chemical Society Journal, ACS Journal. So there are different type of journalists there. So your journal, your selected journal should be the reliable publisher. They are continuously publishing article every year, minimum last 20 years. So that things we can identify. So it is available in the website. So you can directly go to the journal website. You can all the volumes, and with the year they are listed. So you can identify whether they are reliable publisher or non-reliable publisher. And the frequency of publication. Frequency is the most important thing. So if the journal having that consisted that per year 6 frequency, 12 frequency, 18, 20, 30. So if that journal having high frequency means the volume. So 1 year, so within the 12 months they will publish that 6 volumes. Some journal is fixed for the 6 volume. Some journal is fixed for the 12. Some journal is fixed for the 18 or 20, 30. So if you are going for the high frequency journal, so your paper should be published as soon as possible. Otherwise, example, so one journal is published 6 frequency per year. Another journal is published 20 frequency per year. So if you are submitting your article in the 6 frequency, so you want to wait some time. So when they are getting number of article, when they are satisfied, this is okay, we can issue the volume means, then only they are publish your article. But if you are going for the 20 frequency, they are continuously publishing articles. So you can easily publish, the publication time will be reduced. So that will be happen. So you can identify so frequency of the publication in the journal website, they are clearly mentioned. And third one, aim and scope. So aim and scope is the most important things I have in this topic, because I have submitted one article. After 6 months, it is rejected by the aim and scope of the journal is not related to this current work. So the article is rejected. So the aim and scope of this article is not related to the aim and scope of the journal. So this will be happen. So when you are submitting your article in that any journal, first you read. First thing you want to read now. First thing you want to read aim and scope of the journal. Whether under the aim and scope of the particular journal, whether your article is under the tree, then only you can submit. So otherwise, it is obviously reject after 1 month or 2 months. It may be the 6 month also. So aim and scope is the most important things. And the indexing status. So indexing status, important things, because most of the institutions, they are accepting for that Web of Science and Scopus indexing journal. So as per your convenient, so what you are expecting. So in this particular article, you want to publish the science citation index SCI paper or Scopus journal. Under the SCI, under the Web of Science, there are different type of the indexing is there. I will let you know one by one in the later. So you can select that based on your interest. So you can select the journal, whether the journal indexes Scopus or Web of Science. And editorial board. So this is the one way we can identify the predatory journal. So as per that journal guidelines, they should mention the centralized editorial board. So first thing is editor-in-chief and associate editor and assistant editor and editorial board. So this is the flow of editorial board section. But some of the predatory journal, they are not mentioning anything, no detail available for the editorial. So that is the one way we can identify the journal. It's not a good journal. It's not. It may be the predatory journal. So editorial board, we can check that. So whether they are having the centralized editorial board or not. And next thing, site score or impact factor. Site score generally calculated by the Scopus publication, and the impact factor generally calculated by the Web of Science publication. So as per your convenience, so you can identify that. So what is the difference between the site score and the impact factor? 3 years data. Last 3 years, how many article is published by the journal and how many times they are cited by the journal. So this differences, it is calculated by the site score. But impact factor also the same mechanism, same calculation, but they are calculated for 2 years. So last 2 years, how many articles published by that particular journal and how many citations they are accurate. So this is the difference between them. And review duration. So most of the journals, they are clearly mentioned that it will be take for first review for 150 days. They are every mentioned that. So after acceptance, how many days it will be take. So everything they are mentioned that based on your requirement, based on your as a PhD scholar, I want to publish article as soon as possible. Then only I complete my PhD. Okay, so you can go through the journals or review duration. So it is average. That is not workouts. The really that real publication process. That is the average. If if 10 article is submitted the same date, means most of the 5 to 6 article will get that follow that timeline. Otherwise, it will be because this is not one man process. So once the paper is submitted, so then editorial board carefully evaluated your article, then invited to the reviewer. The reviewer should accept the invitation, and reviewer should submit the report within the time schedule. So then only they will convey the editorial board convey to the author. So this is not a one-man work. So it will be take time. But there are average time they are mentioned the website, so you can calculate as per your need. And publication speed, so it's interlinked with that. And peer review process, there are different type of the peer review process. One is a single blind review and a double blind review and open review. Single blind review means the review person know who submitted that particular article. Author name and author affiliation, everything know. But as an author, we don't know who reviewed that particular article. That is called the single blind review. Double blind review means author and reviewer so don't know each other. So they don't know that who reviewed that article. They don't know who submit the article. So that is the double blind review. Open review means both things we know. The author also know who reviewed that article, and reviewer also know who submit that article. So that is called the peer review process. So you can find out that. So based on the journal, the peer review process will be vary. So you can find out in that aim and scope and section, aim and scope that paragraph. And acceptance rate, it will be most helpful for that. Some of the journals are 50%, some of the journals 78%. So based on the quality of that articles, the acceptance rate will be vary. The most of the journal they are mentioned that acceptance rate. So you can found that particular website. So you can decide that whether that particular journal is suitable for you or not. And word limit and copyright. So some of the journals having the word limit. So most of the journal in the research paper, there is no word limit. But some of the journal and if you publishing the short communication, that time it is asking for the word limit. So it should be under the word limit. So the journal asked for the 5,000 word or 6,000 word. Most of the journal they are not asked now. But some of the journal is asked for you constrain that you should follow the word limit of that particular journal as per the journal guidelines. So you can, it is available in the journal authors guidelines of author section. So you can, and the PS suggestion. The things we want to consider selecting the journal. So this is the most important thing. So please consider that. So don't go to the predatory journal, fake journal, and it will be taking the time. It may be sometimes spoil the career. So you should pay the attention minimum 1 or 2 days, 1 day or 2 days it may take. So you can select the journal, then you can write that your article. It is the LTV for writing publication process. So journal selection process, first things, prepare the list of the journal from the top level as per the research data. Second one, select the appropriate one as per the published literature. And so once you know, first step, I will let you know how we can select the journal. Second step, among the journal. So there are different type of the AI tools available, which is provided by the publisher. So we can copy and paste our title and abstract. So the journal, the journal will be, sorry, the publisher will be provide the list of the journal which is related to your title and abstract. So once you collected all the titles, so you can select that one appropriate journal which is published similar studies in the past volumes. So then you can go for the pre-submission inquiry about your submission. So in the pre-submission inquiry is the most important. So when you are writing the review article, so you know some of the journal, well-reputed journal, if you are writing your review article as per your own interest means, when you are going to the publication, they are asking for they are asking for it is a they are told like that it's an unsolicited review. So unsolicited review means the journal is not asking to write the review in this particular topic, submit the journal. That is a solicited review. In the solicited review, the journal is directly contact to the author. They are request to the author to write the review article in this particular area. So that is the solicited review. But as per our interest, we are writing that review article means we can go when we are going to the publication. The most of the journalists refuse to publish that particular content because it is an unsolicited review. So in this case, once the journal is selected, if that is the review article, you want to submit the review article means you can directly send the mail to the editor-in-chief. Once the editor-in-chief is in the editor-in-chief, once that editor-in-chief acceptance your request, or they are so yeah, you write and submit that article. It may be some positive response you are received means then you can write your article, you can submit the journal. So otherwise, I faced this issue. I have written more 4 review articles so far. So now 2 review articles going on. So in the review, 1 article it is asking for the unsolicited. It is rejected by more than 15 journals. So after that, I have published 1 journal, but I facing it will be take for 6 to 7 months time. So when you are writing the review article, before that you can send the mail to editor-in-chief. Once you got the positive response, then you can write your article, you submit and manage your submission. That's all. Okay, fake and predatory journal. How we can note that fake journal? So some of the most of the open access journal is a predatory journal. Means it, as per the what is the subscription mechanism? So subscription mechanism is not asking money from the author. but open access mechanism is asking money from the author. So only the most of that open access journal, only that they are creating the fake journal. So how we can find that predatory journal? The first one is change website. So look like maybe the similar to that original website, but some portion. So in that footer portion, some of the portion is we can identify that that website it's not good for original. So then indexes. So they are mentioned what are the indexing available. All the indexing, the Web of Science, Scopus and the JGate and the Google Scholar, everything they are put in the list. Is 1 to 2 pages they are putting the indexing data only. So but actually it is not indexing that particular any database. So this is the way for identifying that predatory journal. And the editorial board, already I mentioned that well-established journal should show that centralized editorial board team. But in this type of that fake journal, they are not mentioned the editorial board details and editor details. Nothing it's there. So that is the way. That is one of the way for we can identify the fake or predatory journal. And irregular publication. So this is the most important things, because already I mentioned that. So within one issue is published by the January, another issue published by the June, July, another issue published by the next January. So there are irregular publication. So if you have that frequency, based on the frequency, the 24 frequency means it will be that two issue per month. So that will be showing for that irregular publication, continuously irregular, because that you can show that last 2-year data. So they are published for that how they are when they are getting the more article, that time they are going to publish, but it is not work out. So it is not good for that publication. So in this type of the irregular publication, we can find out it is maybe the predatory journal. And a mismatch of aim and scope. They are mentioned the aim and scope in the website, but that published article is not related to that particular aim and scope of that particular journal. So in this mismatch, we can identify they are mentioned aim and scope is different. They are publishing article, aim and scope is different. So they are obviously they are getting the money, they publish the article. So this is the things happening between them. So we can identify that predatory journal. And the poor peer review process, predatory journal, if you are publishing that international journal like that, any Scopus and Web of Science, minimum it will be take 3 to 4 months. Minimum it will be, if you going for the Scopus, it will be take the 3 to 4 months. And if you are going for the Web of Science, minimum 6 to 8 months also it will be happen. So 1 year, 1.5 years also it will happen. But this type of the predatory journal, within 2 days, within 1 day, they are giving the acceptance of your article. They will publish the article within 24 hours. But this is the way we can identify this is not good. So inquiry payment submission stage, already I mentioned that. So open access journal, they are asking the APC charges once the paper is accepted after review, after completing the review process. But this type of the predatory journal, when you are going to submission, that time they are asking for submission charges. So it is not good. And spam email and unbelievable promises. So you continuously they are sending the mail to publish article, submit article, like that things. And unbelievable promise, they are told that within 24 hours it is under the Scopus only, under the Web of Science only. So we will publish the article. We know that editorial board, that particular journal. So that backdoor publication. So there are different type of the things happening nowadays. So don't go to that way. You can go the front door. So that is the most important. So that is we can learn from the ethics, research ethics. So journal indexing databases, there are different type of the journal indexing databases is there. I have carried removed. Consider the Scopus, and I have mentioned here also. Scopus and Web of Science, under the Science, there are different type of the indexing is there. First one is the Science Citation Index expanded. So before that, it's only the Science Citation Index. And apart from that, the Science Citation Index expanded is also in scheme. Nowadays, it's merged. So now it's available for Science Citation Index expanded. And Social Science Citation Index and Arts and Humanities Citation Index, Conference Citation Index, and the Emerging Source Citation Index. Apart from that, biotechnologies, biological or biotechnology citation index one is there. It's under the Web of Science, under the Web of Science. So these are all the different indexing databases. So it will be very depends upon our paper, and it depends upon the domain. So the science citation index is common for all. But if you are going to the social science, if you are doing the work in the social science related research, so you can go for the social science index. If you are coming from the arts and humanities, you can go for the arts and humanities citation index. So based on your requirement, you can vary. So now the question, how to know this? How to know this particular journal under the particular database or not? Okay, I will let you know that. So, okay, this question I will answer later. So how we can find the journal indexing? Okay. So next, before that, I want to tell that journal finder. So before that, I have told that there are different type of the journal is there. Journal selection is the primary process of publication. So how we can find out that particular journals which is related to my work. So every journal, every reliable and well established publisher, they are providing the AI for journal finder. So the name will be vary based on the journal, based on the publisher. So it may be the journal suggester and the journal recommender. It may be vary, but the same mechanism they are followed. So here you can see, you can directly go for the Google. So you can type elsewhere journal finder. So it will be showing for this interface. So here it is asking for your abstract, or if you have the aim and scope of the particular journal title or keywords, you can check, you can, what are the things available in your hand, you can put over here, and you can check that it is showing the list of the journal. So this is the primary process. We can find the journal, then you can go for the which is more related to in your work. So you can select that appropriate journal. So another one is, so this is for the journal suggester, which is provided by the Taylor and Francis. Here also we can copy and paste that abstract or title, keywords. So what are the things you have, you can search by that. So once you copy and paste the content, you can give that reveal the suggested journal. And the journals recommended for Sage publisher. So here one more option is available. Here you can see indexing. So if you are going for this publisher, the journal finder elsewhere and Taylor and Francis, so there is no indexing. It may be that journal, it may be that journal, it may be the Scopus indexed journal or Webex indexed journal. All the indexed journal it will be showed which is related in your work, which is related in your title and abstract. But here in this journal recommended Sage publication, you can filter out that also. So if you are looking for the Scopus indexed journal only, so you can select the Scopus indexed. Or if you want to look, if you look that SCI publication, Science Citation Index expanded, means you can select that particular web. So you can select that particular indexing. So that journal only it will be coming under that particular that from the particular AI tool. So this is the way for we can identify the journal. So this is the for Willy. In the Willy you can title and abstract, you can give that. So otherwise if you have the keywords you can put over here, and the journal finder ACS and IOP, and it's a journal suggested, the Springer. This is the one more benefit they are the Springer provided to the researcher. So here if you are using the journal suggested in the Springer, it will be show that match score. Match score means, so if you are what are the things, your title and abstract. So if you are copy and paste your content, so what are the things you are, what are the things you are available. So that particular research paper, so what are the things that paper is speak about the what are the things speak about that particular research. Okay, so here, so the match score is available. So you can, it will be coming for the match score. So up to five top matched article it will be showing the first. So 5 out of 5. So that aim and scope is when that which journal is related to that particular title and abstract. So that journal it will be showing the first. So it will be reducing as per that match score. So 5, 4, 3, 2. So you can easily identify the journal which is more related to in your research work. So that option is available in the journal suggestion. That is I want to convey here. So journal finder is available, the MDPA journal, Multidisciplinary Publishing Institute. So it is for the open access journal. They are following the open access review, open review method. So if you are submitting your article, so the editor also, the reviewer also know who submit the article, and author also know who reviewed that article. That review comments also published while publishing that original article. So that will be happen in the MDPA. So manuscript mature. So these are all the things they are provided by the publisher, but these things providing by that indexing company. So Web of Science is not a publisher; it is an indexing company. So they are providing some tool for manuscript matcher. So in this manuscript matcher, you can copy and paste your title and abstract. What is the difference between this tool and this tool? You know, so it is showing for the it is showing only MDPA journal. If you are going for the Springer, it is showing for the only Springer journal. But if you are going for manuscript mature, it will be showing for the Elsevier journal, MDPA journal, and the Sage journal, all the journals which is related in your title and abstract. So this is, but it is showing only for Web of Science index. Web of Science, so you can identify. So this is the one benefit we can get from that Web of Science manuscript matcher. And Jani journal finder, so it is available open. This is one of the independent bodies. So this is also one of the independent bodies available. So you can copy and paste, and these tools also suggesting some AI tools, some journals. So these are all the things. Up to this, any doubt, I'm really happy to answer that. Can I continue? Please use the chat box, please. Yes, yeah, sure. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks. Yes. So then I am going for that, how to identify the Scopus indexed journal. That Scopus indexed journal, in that there are different type of the databases. The first one, the Scopus index, another one of the Web of Science. In the Scopus indexed journal, there are one options available. You can directly go for a www.scopus.com. In the scopus.com, you can click that in the right side corner, the source options available. Once you click the source option, so once the source is click that source option, it will be showing here. So the share with title and search domain like that. Once you click the source, it will be asking for the different type of searching method it's available. So based on the journal title, based on ISSN number and the subject area and the publisher. So you can select, you can search that particular journal under the Scopus database or not. So based on the journal title also you can go, and ISSN number and the subject area and the publisher. So these are all the 4 tools we can access that. So anyone you can use. So if you know the journal title, directly go to type the journal. So it will coming on the drop down menu. So you can select that particular journal, so whether that particular journal is under the Scopus or database. So here you can see I have mentioned here. I have searched that and I have selected the title. I have mentioned that particular science and technology. That journal, it will be it's showing here the particular science and technology. It is showing for that under the Scopus database, but this is not enough for this is for enough for confirm that particular journal under the Scopus database. We can click this. You can click this particular science and technology. I will give the demo. Don't worry. So here you can see the particular science and technology Scopus coverage here is from 1983 to present. So obviously this journal under the Scopus database. So we can publish the article. So here you can see that site score calculation. So generally I have mentioned that top 2 years up to 3 years. Site score is calculated by calculated the 3 years database. So how many article is published, how many time is cited. So this difference is the same thing is the impact factor also. So they are calculated for the 2 years. Okay, so now I'm going for give the demo. Yeah, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm going for, I went www.scopus.com. This is the source options available. Once you click the source option, here there are different type of option available, which I mentioned in my PPT. Subject area, title, publisher, ISSN. I'm going for title. I selected for journal. Is a year. Here you can see the journal. I have selected the WEAR journal. So it is available in the Scopus database. So we want to confirm this up to this date, it is under the Scopus or not. So once I click that, you can see here, year currently covered by the Scopus 1957 to 2026. So it is under the Scopus database. So this is the way we can identify whether particular journal under the Scopus database or not. So one more thing I want to convey here, I will go for another channel. International Journal of, sorry. Chemical engineering. Here you can see, I have selected International Journal of Mechanical Engineering and Technology. So it is showing here, but this is a one way we can identify no data is available. Site score, I percentile, citation, document, nothing is available. This is the one way we can identify the journal is not currently under the Scopus database. So you want to confirm that, so you can click this button. So once you click here, you can see that the years currently covered by the Scopus 2016 to 2019. So how many articles they are published in between these durations in the 2016 to 2019? It is under the Scopus, but they are published after the 2019. So it is that the published article is not under the Scopus. So this is the things we want to confirm that, because once the journal entered in the Scopus database, they are mentioned that. Here you can see it will be show here the database available, but it is not currently continued the Scopus database. So we can confirm that. So this is the way for we can identify that particular journal under the Scopus database or not up to the date. So this is the way we can identify that Scopus journal. So next things I will go for, sorry, I will go my PPT. Okay. So next thing I'm going for the science citation index expander. So we can go for, this is also possible. We can identify that particular journal is under the Web of Science or not. So first one, there are different type of options available through the journal title and ISSN. So through the journal title and ISSN number, we can search that particular journal under the Web of Science database or not. Here you can see the same journal I have searched here, the Particulate Science and Technology. So this journal, it's under the Science Citation Index expand. So here it will be shown. Okay. So now I'm going here. Journal master list. You can directly go for the Google journal master list. So this is the options available here. Here you can see I want to select the journal biomaterial. Okay. Here you can see that the biomaterial journal under the Science Citation Index expanded. So it is currently under the Science Citation Index expanded. Here there are different type of options available. Here you can see in the core collections, you want to check that Science Citation Index, social science, arts and humanities, and emerging source citation index. You can use this filter options available under current content. So based on your content, you can select that.
And if you are looking for the open access or subscription based, what are the category and which country you are looking, which country you are looking that particular journal, you can see here, and which language and frequencies, journal citation report. So these are all the different options available. You can go through that website, so you can identify that. So here you can see that journal is Science Citation Index expanded. So how we can confirm that? So it will be showing here. So one more option is available. We can go here. Wait, I want to log in my account. Wait, I will check here. Just 1 minute. It is touching the devices. Touching the okay. Here you can see manuscript matcher. I am told manuscript matcher. So if you want to, so first you want to log in your account. So otherwise it is not work out. So manuscript matcher available. You based on your title and abstract, you can select you can search the journal. So you can select your journal, and here you can see here the download options available. So here you can see. So one more things I want to clear here. So first thing. So do you want to download the Scopus list? So here you can see download Scopus source list. In the source, once you click the source, it will be available here. So once you click the source list, automatically you want to log in your account. So automatically the Excel file will download. So what are the journal is under the Scopus database. All the journal would be listed in that. The list will be provided by the Excel sheet. So you can go through that. So from same thing happen here also. So here you can see the Web of Science collects Web of Science. Just 1 minute. Here you can see, I don't know that Web of Science core collection also we can download. So we can see here there are different type of how we can identify recently that particular journal having any changes or not. So here you can see journal 2026 changes, and 2026 February 2026 changes, 2023 changes, 24 and 25. So you can download your article. So you can click that anyone. So you can see here that in that what are the changes happened that journal. So different journals, so it will be listed out in the it is listed from the listed to that particular Excel sheet. So you can identify. So recently you want to select that in the February changes. So you can see that if you are selecting the journal, so before that I told now, if you are selecting the journal, so biomaterial, so you can check this Excel sheet. So whether any changes happen in this particular journal. So whether the biomaterial is any changes available in the Excel sheet. Here you can see Web of Science core collection index expanded. and the citation index. Here you can see accepted. These are the journal new emerging source citation index is accepted. It's a delisting the journal, and the title has been changed in this particular journal. And these are the journals. These are the journal is removed from the Web of Science databases. There are different type of the things it's available every month that Web of Science they are issued that changes file. So you can, when you are going to submit your article, once you search, so that particular journal is under the Web of Science database means, so then you can download these recent archives, so you can identify that particular journal is recently having any changes or not. So these things I want to convey here. But one more thing. Additional rows in indexes. No, something okay, before that, I don't know that. Before that, it is available for anyone. So you like Scopus, like we can go for the Scopus, na? In this Scopus website, we can download the source list, Scopus source list. Same thing is available here. Same things available here. We can download that the Web of Science Index journal list, Excel file. But recently, the February 16, 2026, they are updated. It is only for the subscription. So who having the subscription? So it may be that institution, which library, which institution having the Web of Science subscription, they only access that list of the Web of Science Index journal. So this is recently updated. You can see here February 16 only they are updated. Before that, anyone can download that particular Excel file. So that will be happening. Okay. So these are the things I want to convey here. Then I'm moving my slide. Okay. Okay. Next, I'm moving for that literature searching. There are literature searching is an art. I think if you are the early career researcher, you should write minimum 1 or 2 review article. Then only you can understand what are the things happen around the particular research, and it will be easy to understand when you are going to write your research article. It will be more helpful for you. So that will be great practice while you are selecting the literature and writing the review article. So first one things you contextual of understanding we can get from the literature, and identifying the knowledge gap. So that is the most important thing. So if you are going to asking for the what about the research gap, knowledge gap, it's the same. Research gap, knowledge gap is the same. So they are continuously asking for that. What is the research gap? Is knowledge gap is nothing but. So what are the things is completed that particular research area? What are the things is not completed? What are the endeavor I want to take at that particular research area, research domain. So this is the research gap. So what are the things completed? What are the things is not completed? So we can identify from the literature searching and building the theoretical framework. So we are writing so many exams, so many things we are written from our childhood, but that we want to frame the research article. It is not like that. So it will be we want to follow some protocol, and it is very difficult. It is very different to others. So we can identify that how we can write the article, how we can frame our work, and building our work to attract the reader. So these are all the things we can identify from the literature searching. And formulating research question and hypothesis, already I mentioned that, and methodological guidance we can get from that literature searching. The avoiding duplication. So once the things is completed, so once one problem is completed means why we want to work that particular research problem for next 5 years. It is useless. So it is very difficult to defend your research is new or novel. So in the early career researchers, while we are writing the review article and searching literature effectively, we can avoid the duplication, and we can defend our research is a novel. And credibility and the justification, we want to give the credibility to that existing publisher who already published a research article where you learn from that particular content. We want to give the proper citation. It's called the credibility, and you can get that. You want to justify that. So before that, one researcher is completed the research, they are completed some portion. So how it will be different? It may be your research also is the same area, but how we can justify that? So my research is new, so it is different from that existing research. So it will be getting from the literature searching and the data interpretation and the discussion. It's a very headache part. So when we are writing the article, so data interpretation, so we can easily do that. Experimental and numerical works also is very hard. But comparatively, so once you've done that, all the experimental work, data interpretation, some of the time we are not expected this, some of the time we are not received the expected result. So that time we want to convey things without affecting that novelty of that particular work. So these are all the things we can enhance through the literature searching and publication and academic contribution and continuous learning and professional development. So these are all the things we can acquire from the literature searching. There are different type of the literature searching is available. So here you can, this is a common literature searching forums. So first one, the Google Scholar. So everyone know that the ResearchGate is one of that research forum. So you can identify the article, you can download that article freely. It is available in the if it is available in the ResearchGate. And schematic scholar and academia. So academia, before that, it's one of the forum. Now they are publishing open access article also. You can identify that academia websites. So these are the things we can identify that literatures from the well-established forums. And there are here I have in this slide I want to clearly mention that there are two different options. So first one is the preprint article and the paywalled article. So preprint article means before going for the peer review, most of the journal is publish the article with the DOI number with the association of another organization. So example, the Research Square is one of the organization. This Research Square is associated with the Springer. So if you are submitting article in the Springer, obviously the Springer asks to the author to, if you are you interested to publishing your preprint version. So if you are putting the yes, it will be going for the Research Square website. So the Research Square is published the article. So it is going for the Research Square. So before going the review, anyone can access that particular article. Anyone give the comments to the editor or author. So before publication, you can get the citation. So these are all the things happen. So when we are going for the preprint article, preprint publication, but it is not peer reviewed. It is not final version, but it is a submitted version. It will be published by the author, published by that organization. It will be good. So it may be, if you are asking one question, so it may be the article is reject. What happened? Obviously, your article is removed from the database. If you are publishing, if you are submitting article is Springer, it is rejected. But your preprint is published by the Research Square means once the Springer article is Springer is rejected your article. After that, your Research Square data will be erased. So it is that paper erased with that. After that, you can go for the another publication. It may be required. So there are different type of the preprint version is that. Here you can see there are different type of the paywalled article. So unpaywall and SciUp, Paper Panda, LibGen, open access button. So these are all the common forum. We can identify the article without any cost. So if you are downloading article in that website, elsewhere, Springer means your organization should be hold the subscription. Then only you can download all the article. Otherwise, you can go for only open access article. So that time, so you can use SciUp. I think everyone's familiar in the SciUp, but after 2019, the SciUp is not working effectively. So because some issues. So rest of the websites also having that million of research papers. So it may be available in your what you are searching. So it may be your intended research paper. It may be available in the database. You can download. So I will let you know how we can check that particular journal is available any one of the database. Okay, I'm going for Google Scholar. So here I want to do the tissue engineering application. Okay. Here you can see that there are different type of that journal, different type of that article is there. Here you can see I'm going for directly in this particular link. Okay, this article is available. Okay, so okay, this is not required. We will go here. Okay, this journal. Okay, because my institution having the subscription, then so only it is showing that in my things. You can see PDFs available, Sage publication not required. Okay, just 1 minute. I will go for the Science Direct. Yeah, this is, you can see, this is my institution having the subscription, so only it is showing for the PDF. Okay, if you don't have that, if you don't have the subscription, means here you can see in this article, if you want to download this article, means here you can see all 11 version. Here there are different type of options available. Cite by 2000, the citations available and the related article and all 11 version. Apart from that, publisher, the Science Direct website, the 10 websites are published this article. The 10 websites, the article is available in the rest other 10 websites. So that is the meaning of that. So I'm clicking this all 11 version. So even you can see here Science Direct. This is my institution having subscription, so only it is showing here. You can see the photo polymerization hydrogel in tissue engineering application. Here you can see the PDF is available. So here the PDF available. So this is the way we can identify that particular article, it's available under that any one of the database or not. So example, I will go next other paper. Here you can see MDPA is not required. Yeah, my institution having subscription, so only it is showing for all the PDF here. So if you are going for that, if you don't have any subscription, it will be easily identify. You can go through this selected the particular research title. You can go for the all version. So here you can see this academia is available the full paper. So this is the way we can identify that particular article whether it's available in that open access database or not. Okay, now I'm moving for the reference management tool. So there are different type of reference management tools available. Why we want to use the reference management tool? So first thing is organization. So if you are writing the research article, maybe 20 to 30, maybe 40, 50. So if you are writing the review article more than 100, more than 150, 200, but if you are not using reference management tool, if you are using the manual organization of your references, it is very difficult to that, because if you are submitting one article in one journal, but after that sometimes the article may reject. So if you are going for the another publisher, means you want to change all the references as per the journal guidelines, because each and every journal having that own reference styles. So if it is very difficult to do that. So because when I am writing the review articles, that time I am used to I think one review article having 274 references, but on the 274 references I have organized manually, because that time I don't aware about that. So that will be worst, that it will be it is not effective, that sometimes we are missing that missing that volume number and issue number and year. After that, when it's accepted, when it's going for the proofreading, then that time the editor is notified this mistake, they are send the article again. So it is a very headache process. If you are using any reference management tool, it will be easy to organize your reference. And the efficiencies, obviously it will be increasing the efficiency, because under 274 references I am taking for 3 to 4 days time. So organization, but if I'm using that any reference management, within one click I will complete everything. So it obviously enhancing my efficiency, accuracy also. So it will be obviously increasing the accuracy. Is that accuracy means different volume number. If you're manually enter the volume number, it may be changed. Issue number, it may be changed. Year, it may be changed. So accuracy will be possible. Accuracy also increased with the help of that reference management tool and collaboration. So nowadays there are different type of the different type of that reference management available. You can easily collaborate with the researcher, because nowadays, so if you are seeing some of the article, they are minimum 7 to 8 or 10 because everyone having the own task in their institution, so they want to publish the article, so they collaborate with that other researchers, they are publishing article. But in this case, somebody is writing for introduction, somebody writing for someone writing for material and methods. So that times they are citing that the same article in a different place, which is very headache things. So the collaboration options available, so you can collaborate with that through that reference management tool. You can invite anyone, so who working that particular research article, so you can invite them. So who are all in that particular group, so everyone access that available, which is created by you. So that will be possible, and the version control is available. So it is you can use the tab also, you can use the system and the laptop also, and the cross platform, it is available for that Word plugin, so you can directly use in your Word document. So these are all the things it will be more important for while we are using for the reference management tool. So I have mentioned here there are different type of the reference management tools. Nowadays there are some of AI related reference management tools will add in this list. But it is not effective. But sometimes it will be, I'm used to that, but sometimes it will be creating the false references. AI sometimes it will be, for example, for Genie AI and Genie AI. So I have used that AI tool, but sometimes it will be it is not properly work. It may be when we are going for the subscription, that time it may be work well. So, but it is very difficult to that. But you can use that existing tool. So EndNote and Mentally, Zotero, Civil, Refo, Siteavi. Refo is a subscription-based reference management tool. Whose institution having the Scopus database subscription, they only using for the Refo. And Siteavi, RefDP, MyBib, and BibMe. So these are all the reference management tool. We can use that. So this is the interface for EndNote. So here you can see that I will give the demo for Zotero. So this is all the reference management tool working in the same mechanism. So I will give the demo. So here you can see this is the interface of EndNote. So here you can see that APA 7th edition. The EndNote actually EndNote is provided by the Web of Science. So this is one of the Web of Science product. So who having that Web of Science subscription, they can easily download that things. Otherwise, they want to crack this EndNote software. That is the issue of the EndNote. So there are different type of that reference style is there. So APA 7th edition. So you can click these options, drop down menu, so different type of the article. The preview also available here. So this is that interface of Word in the Word about that EndNote. So when you are opening the Word document, so the EndNote, once you install that EndNote, it is available in that your Word document. So you can use here directly using in your Word document. So here you can see insert citation, and here also it is available the reference style. And once you click the EndNote and insert citation and select the reference style, it will be cited. So Mendeley is provided by the Scopus. So this is also one of the best tool for us. But comparatively, I will suggest the Zotero is a best tool. So because you can use up to 2 GB of data, up to 2 GB of drive, cloud So up to 2 GB, you can add add the article in your library. So if you are going for that, nowadays the mainly also is enhanced 2 GB, but it is very difficult to add the article in the mainly. So that is the thing. Zotero is the open access tool. Anyone can download. Once you install that in your system, it is automatically reflected in your Word document. So you can use the Word document also. So Civil also similar mechanism. So that is, I use this Civil also. So it is also better, but preferably nowadays I'm using the Zotero only. So my bib also. I will give the demo for. Sorry for the inconvenience. I will take another 2 minutes. So I will 2 to 3 minutes. I will complete and I will wind up the session, please. So here you can see this is my Word document. So here you can see the word Zotero is available. Click the Zotero. So there are edit citations option available. So where I want to cite my article. So here I want to cite my article. Yeah, here I want to cite my article means I have add. Okay, what is the problem here? So when you are using the Zotero, you should that online version, online library should be open, and the desktop version also should be open. Then only it will be work out. That is the issue here. It's showing. I'm open. This is my library. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah, my online version is also available, and desktop version also available here. Okay, so now I will cite my article. Okay, so I will add the citation here and send the Sathishkumar. So this. So first I tell that how add that article in the Zotero. That is the important thing. Citation is a different next thing. So I'm going generally why I am not prefer the mainly you can easily add that article from the Science Direct website. But if you are going for all the article, it is available in the Google Scholar. So in the Zotero, you can directly add that article in the Zotero. It will be easy to comparatively mainly. So only I'm recommend to that Zotero. So I'm going for tissue engineering. Okay. Okay. This article I want to cite here. So this is cite options available. Once you click the cite option, here there are different type of options available. EndNote available, BibTeX available, Ref Manager available, RefWorks available. So Ref Manager is the Zotero file. Okay. Please understand that the Ref Manager is the Zotero file. Once you click that Ref Manager, the file will be downloaded. So here you can see the file has been downloaded in that particular things. So what are the tissue engineering current state? Okay. So it is added in my, here you can see tissue engineering current state of perspective. So it is added my profile. So now I'm going for this tool. So I'm clicking the add and the edit. So here you can see this is my latest added article. So only it is showing here. Otherwise, you can simply search the article name or author name. So it will be listed out there. Example, you can see that. So based on your search, it will be based on the keywords, it will be reflected what are the articles available in your library. So I'm going for the tissue engineering. Once you click that, I am giving the enter. So because already I get it, just 1 minute. Here you can see the reference. One is cited in that particular research paper. So now I want to change that. I want to change this. What is it? I want to change the reference style. So you can here is available. document preferences. Here you can see there are different type of the journals available already. What are the journal I worked that journal I have added. So if you are looking that if you are looking journal it's not available means you can go for the manage style. So once you click the manage style, here again there are different type of the available, different type of the style available. You can go for get additional style. So once you click the get additional style, you can go for based on your journal. So you know the reference style, APC, APS7, APS6, or Chicago, Vancouver, that is different. But based on your journal, which journal you want to submit your article, you can search. I have searched tissue engineering. You can see the tissue engineering journal available. The based on what are the reference style they are adopted for the tissue engineering journal. I want to use that. Like this. Once I select is here available, it is came. Once you click that, okay. Now you can go here, add and delete. Yeah, tissue engineering also used for. Wait 1 minute. Tissue engineering. Okay. Yeah, tissue engineering. You can see here. Before that, it is in the bracket 1, square bracket 1, but it is the superscript. The superscript one. So this is the journal. This is the tissue engineering journal using this type of the reference type. So it's automatically changed. So I want to change anything again. So Taylor and Francis, I'm submitted the tissue engineering, but it is rejected. So now I'm going for the Taylor and Francis. I'm clicking this within the one click. It will be change everything. So this is the way for we can putting the references here. So you want to insert the bibliography. So there are the options available, add, edit, bibliography. So once you click, automatically the bibliography be added your end of the article where you need. But EndNote, if you are using the EndNote, so once you create the citation, automatically the citation, automatically that bibliography added end of that article. So, but here you can click where you want to cite your article, because when you are writing the thesis, that time some of the institution they are refer that they are used for end of that thesis. Some of the institution they are used for each chapter. Once the chapter is completed, we can go for the citation. Then I'm going for the another chapter, another citation. So that time, so we can click that document, so you can easily where you need that bibliography, you can put it over there. So these are all the things in my side. So do you have any queries? I'm really happy to answer that. Do you have any queries? Please. I'm really happy to answer that. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm taking more 10 minutes more, I think. Okay, 10 minutes. Any question from the participant side, please? If the session is useful, please let me know that feedback, 1 or 2 feedback. Use the chat box also, please. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Yashvi, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. I think there is no question from the participant side. So thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity. So tomorrow's session will carry it by Dr. Shastri ma'am. So tomorrow's session will be fully for the presentation. So how to present the research paper, how to present that Viva presentation and PhD defense. So these are all the soft skill we are providing the tomorrow. So please join as per the time schedule before 6 p.m. So it will be better experience for you. So thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity. We will meet tomorrow.